Hello everybody. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending where you're at. Today we'll be going into phoenixarchives.com under journal number 27. We'll be starting with the introduction, and it'll be Atons, the one narrating this. I come this day that ye shall be given and to recognize of my presence. I am the law, the truth, and the word. You need no burning bushes, nor snakes into the staff, nor do you need blazing wheels in the cosmos. Hear me clearly, children, for you who have been misled into the corners of darkness, and into behaviors which have unbalanced your planet, and soiled the places of perfection, shall hear me, find truth, and turn unto that truth in the days that follow. Or you shall be separated into the places away from my presence. For as you have made your choices, and continue to act in the ways against the laws, as given unto your species, to maintain balance and wholeness of soul direction, you shall continue in the places of the adversary, which have pulled you down. You have put reason and godly thought to the side, and entered into the places of darkness, claiming that you know not that which is truth, and living according to that which man has made legal, but that which remains unlawful. Now you spread the shackles of the voted in legal evil, which has been thrusted upon you in your modern world, and had defiled all that remained sacred and wondrously gifted unto you. I have sent my host to give truth unto you of the planet Earth Shan, and I have sent the word, and until the ending of the cycle so shall it be thus. You have no way to know of the time, which might be given unto you to find your way into the lighted path of godly behavior and truth. You continue to flail about in your carnage and denounce my messengers. Blessed are the ones who see and hear, for there shall be my kingdom. Blessed are you who pass the word of truth unto my brethren, into thine brethren, in giving and tolerant sharing, for you shall shortly see of my being. I am as near as the breath you draw. I see and know all within each of my children's beings, and you have taken me into the holes of Hades, and your sloven and evil practices, which you conceal and hide in the dark. Dark secrets and deception, even against those you claim protection and love of. You commit treason against that which was placed into your care and destroy it. You deceive your children which were given into your care, those which you have left unnumbered. Now you fill them with lies and teach them to murder, rob, live in deceit, war and addictions. That which you have done shall be visited likewise upon them. For neither shall they who have been misled be within the places of light. For you have extinguished the flame of truth and light within them. You ask, what means the sins of the father shall be visited upon his children? This is that which it means, that as you have been bent the twig into the contortions of the diseased tree, so shall the disease have spread, and the fruit ruin, and the spoilage. You shall bear your own bloodline into the void of separation, if ye change not. You interpret the laws as given for your journey, and you consume the fuel which consumes the energy which thrusts your vehicle, instead of moving it into glorious motion into the lighted places of mortality, and wondrously gifted wonders and growth, into the places of the soaring eagles of my fleet. What mean I when I say unto you, to everyone who ever comes, who to the very end keeps on doing things that please me, I will give power over the nations, and I will give you the morning star. I mean that you shall have abundance, glory, and the evil empire shall fall into shambles at the feet of my hosts and of my people, and the place shall come again within the laws laid forth in truth, balance, and harmony. The morning star? The adversary Satan has taken the label given unto his first perfection, and torn the beauty and perfection asunder, and yet still labels himself the morning star, the great white morning star. The adversary shall be handed into the hands of my people, who have turned unto the word. I have washed and waited as you have taken truth and turned it into lies. I have washed as those of the evil adversary have labeled themselves as my chosen people, and called themselves Jews, which never was of me nor of my people. My children of Judea were blessed, and when you failed and punished, the punishment was great for you. You lost your relationship with the Christed beings sent to you, to right the direction as you turned him and those who were sent with him away. As you clung unto the adversary of my lighted teachers, you were scattered about the earth, and unto lands which were not yours, as you were put in separation from myself by your own choosing. Now you have allowed the very evil leader himself to take all that was gifted unto you, and fall an empty idol into the abyss of restlessness. There can be no fulfillment which flows from the physical flesh. For the physical flesh is but dust, and unto dust shall again return. And you who follow the beast within thy beingness of soul shall be left to continue the endless search and restless agony, and find no peace within your beings. I know that you once have lost your strength, as forfeit unto the bastard child of evil. You have followed and consumed that which he has given you, and called wonderful. You have poisoned your bodies, and corrupted your minds, and chased madly hither and yon to gain of the lustful, greedy luxuries, and ill behaviors of that which is taught to bring pleasures to the human physical. But you have found chaos, pain, non-fulfillment, restless disease, and plague-riddled robotic zombies, who stumble hither and yon without direction, and bow to those who send forth in battle for their evil wishes. You have few who will still stand against the dragon, even as he spews his fire upon your being, but rather wallow in the ashes, declaring it wondrous and good. You give lies unto your brethren, while you say that some of that which is brought by my host Haton, for instance, is taken with great difficulty. You claim great difficulty with the attitude displayed by the one Haton, who communicates the information, for instance, about AIDS, and many other relevant topics to today's troubled times. But his information supports one Dr. Strecker's research. So the interference is that sent of God can be peered upon, for it supports an earthman's research. I shall just give you the rest of the quotation coming from one in Canada, who actually came and had an interview with Haton, and shared his gracious hospitality of ones who serve our host. He came on more than one occasion, and did in fact claim to be in total unflinching service unto God, and did further want funding for his projects, of course, to come from these ones. But he liked not the attitude of Haton, as Haton pronounced truth of the laws. In other words, I will serve God and do God's work as long, by God, I can do it my way. He continues in his advertising for his own gain. We have ordered all the books, Phoenix Journals, listed on their order form, and we receive each new publication as it is printed. They produce 1 or 2 new books each month. Haton, we are convinced, does not understand the structures of human consciousness, the higher purposes and function of sexuality, nor many other activities. We dispute many claims he makes about his highest intelligence, me, God, Haton, an understanding of our planet's needs, such as our protection, etc. But the information he has access to is most valuable, and he has caused great distress in the U.S. government. He continues later with, keep yourself updated with the spotlight in the Phoenix, not giving your attention to the Haton's critical nature and focus on the negative, which only hurts and isolates himself and others. Perhaps I should mention to you that Haton denounces the lack of responsibility of sexual unions as you of Earth have come to practice them. The murders of the unborn, the use of another for gratification of human power needs, and the activities which are given in experience in most despicable ways, bearing disease and killing the very body seeking acceptance and pleasure. Love and union of emotion is a gift of experience, given unto the soul, emotions, and have not to do with the body physical. That for which ye search is not fulfilled by any conjured activity of the human physical being. It is the behavior denounced, not the love and abiding co-relationship of that which you label heterosexual or homosexual. It is not love, responsibility, nor even caring, when one who would give fatal disease unto that other who claims to abide within love. Therefore, when you are told the truth of it, you denounce and turn away. How can you believe and accept one thing from Haton, and discard that very portion which allows your immortal soul transition into the glorious realms of higher dimension? Is the inference somehow that if you have experienced things which are against the laws of God and the creation, that you are doomed and lost forever? Do not be foolish. All done in ignorance is instantly forgiven as truth is noted and followed. As in the homosexual participant in any relationship, you turn from the placement of your parts, a procreation, or that which was proposed for speech into places of fecal expulsion. Is that so very difficult to attain in truth? Is that act of true expression of your caring love of another being? What about the soul of the one who is used? Especially as he turns into the terminal case of cancer or pneumonia from the act. Can your soul find peaceful rest after having delivered your closest friend or child into the agony of death by disease, which shall snuff out their experiences in incredible sufferings and lingering sickness? My laws and those of the creation were given unto you of physical experience, to honor total simplicity and gain wondrous fulfillment and joy from your relationships with your brethren, to pass the journey of experience and learning, and then make passage into higher levels of understanding and knowledge. You have now bound yourselves by shackles of lies into the endless rotation of the wheel of experience, worsening with each experience until you have forgotten all the truth of life. Most of you have wasted your experience and are now moving like the dead, searching after bits of physical dregs to pass the journey. I judge not that which ye did, I judge that which ye do, after learning truth. No man nor group of men or women shall change one iota of the laws. You can all vote in favor of that which is evil, and make of thine laws according to land. And it means nothing for you will continue to be consumed by that which is evil, and ye have brought upon yourselves. The actions are totally and completely up to you. Do ye wish my host to come and tell you worse and more despicable lies? Is that for which ye seek in the perfection of God? More lies from my messengers? This is the time of the separation of those who are with me from those who stand against me, like the wheat from the tares. If you turn again unto the laws of truth as given forth, you should be given all assistance from my realms and of my host. Those who remain in deliberate practice of those things which are birth of the physical and expended in human level actions have made their choices. If you turn unto the dark passages, choosing to forfeit the light, so be it, for ye shall be left alone in your choices. For I force not any creature, but you alone shall be in the choosing. Not only do I have total forgiveness, so I can cause your cure of disease besetting thine beings. Judgment? What of judgment? It is in no wise to fail to utilize the act of judgment. You judge not the man, you judge the action of the man. If you cannot judge that which brings you into glory and light, from that which casts you into the abyss of the void and into the darkness, you shall pay greatly in sorrow for the lack of learning. The difference in that which is judgment defines the truth. I have come in many ways, many times, and in many forms, to show you the way and teach you truth through the word. I have sent many of my sons to give you truth, and you have slain them, and turned from them in denouncement and continuation of your defilement, of your own places of nesting and corruption of thine selves and brethren. All relations of thine perfect planet, with all oneness relation of life beings, put forth for your use and pleasure, and you have trampled them as pearls under your feet, and sped upon them, and ye have spilled their blood, and crushed the life from their wondrous existence. You have turned in honor and bowing before the idols of things, and unto the human beings who enslave you. You have spat upon my messengers, and cast the lessons and instructions into the trash, as you mock and ridicule and shout, lies, and false prophets. You no longer can discern that which is false from that which is truth. How did you expect God to return upon your place? You have been lulled into believing that you sit and wait to be whisked away to glory on the clouds. How foolish can a mortal be? You cling to the lies as if they would save you from the fire, while you prepare to jump into the Holocaust. Man has come into defiling all that he touches, and this is evil. And for that defilement he shall bring punishment unto himself. It shall not be of my doing. I offer you truth, the light, the way, and the word. I extend my hand unto all who will take of it. I shall bring you home into my place of wondrous experience. But I shall force none, not so much as one hair of his head. Man shall turn about and into truth by his own free will, or he shall perish in his own delusion. I shall weep and stand waiting, but I shall not pluck you out of your pit, except ye ask. So be it. I write this first word unto you, so that as you pass the portion of this journal, you know that which is given is truth, reason, and injustice. This is the most important document you shall ever be given, for the last trumpet is sounding, and you have been given again warned and petitioned my messengers, have pleaded upon bended knee to be heeded, who have been on bended knee to be heeded. I have given the written word unto another scribe, so that ye have not the excuse. I just didn't somehow believe Dharma, or I didn't just somehow believe Hatan. You're being given the facts behind the illusion of lies, so that you have opportunity to change your circumstance, or move on into the abyss of the enslavement, for it is at hand. The time of the cycles upon your place wherein the separation shall be made. Do you see the writing? Mini, Tekel, Aphirsin. For in the same hour came forth fingers of a man's hand, and wrote over against the candlestick upon the platter of the wall, over the king's palace. And the king saw the part of the hand that wrote, in Daniel 5:25. Do you see the hand that pinned your fate? Do you hear the call of the trumpets, which signal your fate? Do you take note of my messengers, that you be given opportunity to rise out of the morass into the freedom? The moving fingers write, and then, having writ, move on. And so moves the truth of opportunity, which knocked and you heeded not. Each of my messengers and scribes shall put this truth unto the people, in the languages of understanding. The native of the ancient tribes unto his people, and thus and so that all might be given into opportunity to come again into remembering. But the word shall stand, lest ye think ye shall corrupt and tamper with the message. For no matter how you tamper, it will change nothing. I ask that Thomas take a pen and write a message from the Master Christos of the Sacred Infinite Circle. To follow this and precede that of Drew. There is nothing new. It is information as old as unto the beginning, and you have pulled away into your physical path of wanton actions and desires. Just as the obese person has simplistic opportunity to simply close the mouth to lose the fat, so is the simplicity of all my instructions in order to come within the laws. And just as will of the flesh is not strong enough to close of the mouth against the foods in excess, so shall you be given strength if you but ask with intent of purpose, not of the lips that always pronounce lies, but of the heart within petition for aid. You shall be given that which will lift you up, and you will give support unto your brethren, and goodness can again flow across the wondrous place given into your care. And you will be given to remember and awaken, and you will set things to straight as you turn from the beast that has pulled you into the pit. You shall move away in total newness without looking back, lest you be pulled back again into the darkness, just like it was in Sodom and Gomorrah. You need not fight nor war, for those are not of my way, nor of my kingdom. You recognize the evil, turn unto the light, and the laws, and move away, and so doing, you remove the nourishment and support of the beast, and the adversary shall devour itself, for there will be nothing left to sustain him. You are given nothing herein which is difficult to understand. It is simplicity, in every action and instruction. You can denounce and rebel, revolt and boil, while spewing venom upon the ones about thee. But you will know that what I send and bring is truth and right. You will never be in the unknowing again. and that which you do against me shall be done in deliberate action. And woe unto you who denounce and demand that another follow you in your despicable path. For you shall bear a portion of that one's downfall upon thine own soul. You who feel frail and think you cannot stand in truth alone, ye are not alone. For I am the strength of the universe, and I shall support thee. In the ending, precious ones, ye shall stand all alone, just thee and me, and there shall be none other to answer in your stead. I am coming soon, and my reward is with me, to repay everyone according to the deeds he has done, according to the movement of confrontation to that which lies deep within the essence through intent. I am the start and the finish, the beginning of counting and the end of counting. Blessed forever are ye who are tending of thine houses, washing of thine robes, as ye remove the soil from their weavings, so that ye stand tall as ye pass into the city through the gates, via my chariots of silver and golden wings. Until it is finished, I will leave my messengers upon your place, and then they shall be lifted up into the security of my places, of safety and light. And you who choose to listen not, and continue to abandon my truth, shall remain outside of my city, with the sorcerers and the immoral, the murderers and adulterers, and all who love to lie and do so. I have sent my angels and messengers among you to put the word to print, and sound and picture, in order to tell you these things. Know that in these times of the sorting, that as time moves on, the vile will become more vile, good men will be better, those who are holy will continue on in greater holiness. Ah, yes, children, I bring your reward with me, and ye shall bring unto me thine marker, and we shall measure thine portion. I suggest all of you who can read, go into the book called Holy. Even with its tamperings, I command you to read the book of Isaiah. And unto my people say, Maher Shalal Hasbaz. Be ye ready? Do not be foolish in your geography perceptions. The beasts of Anti-God shall rise out of the places which claim to be my holy places. And the people will claim to be my chosen people. But they are evil, and have no truth in them. But it shall be from the places of the ancient days, from which the wars shall move across the nations, and my reclaimed places shall rise, and the infected and evil places shall be given to sink beneath the seas, to be cleansed and healed. Where shall ye be? I shall save my people, Shir Hasbab, and Maher Shalal Hasbaz. Turn thee from the witches and mediums. Listen no longer to their whisperings and mutterings. Can the living find out the future from the dead? Why do you not ask of me these things? Why do you not listen when I send ye the word and the truth? What will ye do? Will ye move away, my people? Lead away captive, stumbling, weary, and hungry? Check the words of those witches, channels, mediums, which pronounce things upon which ye hang thine beings. If their message are different than mine, it is because I have not sent them. For they have no light or truth within them. They will cry out for a new world government and order, and promise you peace and prosperity. But you shall reap of the whirlwind, for unity of worlds and universes comes only from the lighted truth and life, integration within the laws of truth, light and balance within the creation. Man of human distraction knows only lust, greed, power, through coercion and force, and enslavement. If you follow the wrong leader, you are destined to perish with that leader, and lose of all that ye perceive ye have gained in physical procurement. You had best be turning unto the holy books of the lighted realms, and discerning that which is truth from that which has been changed and written in by your enemies, for the time is at hand. And in all times of coming and manifestation, in the density of physical, messengers are sent to give warning and set the word to right. Always a prophet is sent afore me, to bring you into remembering. But the hourglass lies upon its side, awaiting my turning thereof. Ye who have eyes and ears had best be in the seeing and hearing, for the glass is empty, and the cup empty. With what will you refill it? Oh yes, the book of Isaiah has been corrupted, and the truth turned about. But if ye read with discernment, ye shall find it all written there upon the pages. Remember that the definition of Israel is God's chosen people. It has nothing to do with the geographical location of a place which plundered and stole the places of Palestine. Ye had best begin to read with definitions of truth, instead of defining as laid forth to enslave you of the ignorant deceived. Most of the book of Isaiah, as with all the rest of that which is called holy, is rewritten to suit the needs and intent of those who would claim falsely, and take that which is not theirs. And you will see that they of the evil have written the lies, as to dupe you of the world and into acceptance of their evil. You are people come of the lie, and it shall only be through the movement back within truth that you shall regain of your freedom. My Holy Spirit shall not leave you, any of you who shall turn into the wanting of the good and gain hate of the wrong. Rise up, my children, and let your light shine for all the nations to witness. For the glory of my light is streaming from you, if you will but take it. Darkness as black as the moonless midnight shall cover all the peoples of the earth, but my glory will shine from you. All nations will come unto your light. Mighty kings will come to see this glory of my light upon you. My winged chariots shall fill your skies, and there shall be rejoicing in the homecoming. Lift up your eyes and see, for your sons and daughters are coming home to you from distant lands. Your eyes will shine with joy, your hearts with thrill. For merchants from around the world will flow to you, bringing you wealth of many lands. And has it not been given, and you have turned it into spoils and wretched plunder? O despicable and vile are the ones who took my words and promise, and made them read as prophets and reward of the very evil anti-God who would seek Zion and call themselves my chosen children, and take the heritage of mine unto themselves. Do you of the veiled children not see that which they have done? They have taken my truth and turned it into their own use to fool all of ye nations. They have set up their vile and evil temples in lands not their own, so that their world will not know of their evil and think it prophecy. They would set their cities forth in the biblical lands and pronounce that, see, God says that the things of Lebanon would be mine, and that Israel would become known around the world and glorified in the eyes of all. Nay, you follow the beast into the pits of separation if you follow on with this charade. 'Tis not the God of light these ones follow, but the fallen gods of evil adversary, who have mesmerized and captured you in their nets of lies and webs of human physicalness. So be it, for the moving finger writes and then moves on. Where will ye be, child? Dharma, it is enough. Right here in that God has sent his messengers to every land and said, tell my people, I the Lord your God am coming to save you, and you will bring many gifts. You shall be called the holy people, and the Lord's redeemed. And so it shall come to pass in your generation upon that place laid forth for your experience. That which is pronounced in Isaiah is not that which is referred to as Israel now, placed within the location of Palestine. For they were liars and frauds from the beginning, and their messengers filled the lands with lies and false teachings, and those too shall fall into the sweep of truth. Let it be known that none of evil can nor will stand in my light, for all darkness shall be vanquished. So be it. Sit, student, and tell these sayings, for so as I give it to be written, so shall it come to pass. And I send the word for man to know, so that he can choose his direction. I shall no longer stand silent, And those who have changed my words and destroyed my truth shall be cast into silence, for they have pulled my people down. And the reward shall be heavy indeed. I close this portion with petition to hear, to see, and to come into understanding, so that you can find your way. My messenger shall no longer be given into martyrdom, for the call is sounded, as the chaos has spread about your lands. So will the hush come upon you, and woe is upon he who does not take heed. I shall rip the books bound within the lies from their sewings, and render them into shreds. And the lie shall bury the liars in their dens of iniquity, and so shall it come to pass, for the truth lies within the story, but is not as written or translated. For they of evil have taken that which was given for your guidance, and turned it into the path directly into evil. They who have convulsed my truth shall be strangled upon their own lies. Ah, yes, ye had better be reading carefully the book called Bible, for they are filled with the challengings to suit of the beast, changes to suit the beast, and through them shall ye be led to slaughter, for they are not of my giving. This is intermission, but what better place to get the people than in their churches, than inside their own book? Really consider it. They should be led to slaughter, for they are not of my giving. Everything pure has been corrupted for the eons of time, and ye who were given forth to set it to right have fallen to the wayside, or into the pit with the vipers. No longer shall it be thus, for I am coming to set it to right, and ye who stand with me shall be given into greatness. These ones who have stolen that which I have given in truth unto mine people shall be given into the abyss of remorse for all the remaining days, and then they shall be judged with justice. May the light be given entrance to shine around about you, that you be given into vision of the remaining days of your experience upon that place. They are numbered. I am.